It seems like headphones are getting better and better, and these $400 Audeze Mobius are no exception. These are definitely a premium set of headphones that fit into a lot of usage options, whether it is gaming, media consumption, enjoying your music, or even post-production work. So you definitely get a lot in return for the steep price Audeze is asking for the Mobius. Before we get into this video, I want to disclose Audeze sent me this set of Mobius headphones for my testing and review. Now, knowing that this is my review and it is my unfiltered thoughts and opinions on their headset, as they are seeing this at the same time you are. They in no way, shape, or form influence this review outside of providing me with a super awesome set of headphones for free. So take that for what it's worth. That being said, I've been testing, using, and enjoying this pair of $400 headphones for a little over 6 months now, and let's go ahead and hop into this review. Typically, anything in this price range would usually be considered premium, especially for gaming headsets. At this price point, I hope to answer some of the questions you may have if you're considering purchasing these headphones. Primarily, if they're comfortable to wear, do they offer enough features, is the microphone good, and ultimately, do they deliver good sound? Because there is no getting around the price of these Mobius headphones, $400 is a lot of money no matter which way you look at it. Getting into the box, you get the support documentation, manual, and quick start guide. The quick start guide is really what you're going to want to become familiar with because of the amount of features that these headphones offer. The other half of the box, you get a cloth carrying pouch, which isn't as nice as you would expect, especially for the cost of these headphones. Before you actually get to the headphone, you're presented with a really clean print of the Mobius. Under that, the headphones are encased in some really nice packing foam. And then you get the headset, and holy smoly, do these things feel phenomenal in hand. We'll take a closer look at these here soon. There's more underneath the foam insert. You get an accessory box, and in that, you'll get a 3-foot USB-C to USB-C cable, a 10-foot braided USB-A to USB-C cable, a 3-foot 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable, and finally a detachable microphone with a removable foam cover. The body of the Mobius are of a plastic build. It's premium, but it's still plastic with a smooth close back over the ear design. The headband is also made out of plastic, which may concern some of you out there considering the cost of these headphones. But I can reassure you that the construction of these seem pretty durable enough to last the test of time. The black murdered out design where they're muted, it really doesn't call any attention to you. So if you want to pair them via Bluetooth to a smartphone and kind of travel with them, they're discreet enough in the design that you can do that if you really wanted to. Because I have a big head, initially these headphones had a lot of clamping on the under ear of my earlobe area where it usually pinches. But over time, the plastic seemed to loosen up and then it kind of broke them in, and now they feel normal, and I can wear them for long periods of time. Initially though, it was like 1 or 2 hours of use, and then I had to take them off because of the clamping force. But the headband has seemed to have broken in. For you big head folks out there, you're gonna probably fit into my category of like, dang, I bought this expensive set of headphones and it's pinching my head. Give it some time, they will wear in. And I promise you they ultimately become really comfortable to wear. On the left ear cup, you have the power button, which also doubles as the Bluetooth pairing button. You can do that by tapping the power button to enable pairing mode, which will allow you to pair it to whatever device you want. There's also a mute switch on the ear cup for when you want to mute the microphone when it is connected. There's 2 dials for audio and mic volume. Then there's the 3D audio button that enables and disables the surround sound in 7.1 and high res audio and all types of stuff. The quick start guide helps you get going quickly, and I refer to that very often when I was first using this headphone. I think Audeze did a fantastic job with the quick start guide. And I say this because there's quite a bit of buttons on the headset. After about a week of use though, I was used to where my settings adjustment were, and everything worked out smoothly. And with all that said, the headset weighs in at just under 1 pound. The leather pads for the ear cups add a good amount of seal around your ears, so they tend to run a bit warm, and there's potential for ear sweat to become an issue in warmer environments or gaming setups per se. I expected with the tighter fit that these headphones would have active noise cancellation, but they don't, and I was a bit bummed over them leaving that feature out of such an expensive headphone, especially considering these headphones are jam-packed with all different kinds of useful tech and connectivity options. Let's go ahead and talk about battery life. It isn't the best and it leaves quite a bit to be desired, especially since it is a built-in battery. In my use, I am averaging about 10 hours of on and off use while gaming. I did notice using them via Bluetooth, which is of the 5.0 variety, got into my usage time a bit and lessened it by about an hour or so. To add to my battery concerns, it takes a while to fully charge them. Quite a bit longer than, like my SteelSeries Arctis Pro wireless, and you can't use them without having battery life in it. And you can't swap the battery because it's built in. It leaves you in a dilemma, especially if you run out of battery and you forgot to plug them in or whatever. One way to kind of manage that is to plug them in after you're done gaming. One thing that I think Audeze missed the mark on is that they don't let you use these in pure pass-through auxiliary mode if you were in a pinch per se. These headphones have to be powered on in any mode, and that seems kind of ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. I want to move on and talk briefly about connectivity. I was pleasantly surprised that they worked out of the box on my M1 MacBook Pro. It was nice that I didn't have to do anything to start using them via the USB-C connection. The best part of that is that the headphones stay charged while you're using them in this fashion, and you have full access to the 3D audio feature. Plug and play is really nice, and they did a fantastic job with it. It is also super easy to connect them to multiple different devices via Bluetooth, which can sometimes be difficult to do with other Bluetooth-enabled gaming headphones. I will say that I was really disappointed to find that these don't connect via Bluetooth to the PlayStation 5. They're just not supported at the time of this video, and that's a big bummer. Will it come? I don't know. I can just tell you that it doesn't work right now. And to me, that's a big miss. On to the most important aspect of any headphone, sound. And in terms of sound, these are as good as it gets for gaming and even listening to music. And you can even use them in post-production, like mixing down things. This is how good this set of headphones are. The Mobius absolutely delivers when it comes to sound separation, crisp highs, clear mids, and insane bass. Each of the ear cups house a wonderful 100mm planar magnetic driver that bring a phenomenal sound stage to your ear holes. I cannot tell you how awesome these are. You just have to hear it for yourself. Sound is subjective, but in this instance, you're gonna put these headphones on and be like, holy crap, this is a gaming headset? And because sound is subjective, Audeze offers Audeze HQ. That is the software that you can use to manage and make more granular setting adjustments to the Mobius. The software experience is decent and I have no complaints. Audeze keeps firmware and software updates rolling so that you kind of always are up to date, and that's a good thing. I will add that the way Audeze decided to distribute their HQ software seems a bit rudimentary, as when you go to download it, you'll find yourself on a Google Drive site being asked to download software from an unverified developer. And that can seem kind of scary, and it gave me a bit of a sketchy vibe as I checked, the source multiple times before I actually downloaded it. I was like, is Audeze really going in this direction? I would figure that they would have something. Hopefully that they take this, type of feedback seriously, or, consider it as per se, and kind of work in that direction to where you stay on their site and get a verifiable download from them. With Audeze HQ, you can switch between 7 different sound profiles depending on whether you're trying to hear footsteps in games like Call of Duty, or modify your gaming sound while hopping around, in Spider-Man. There's also a 3D head tracking technology that you can use and see on your screen as you move your head and center it and all types of stuff. But again, I want to highlight that you don't need this software to make this headset work on your Mac, your Windows machine, or your PlayStation. You can literally take these out the box, plug and play, and you're ready to rock and roll. Not to be overlooked by any means or simplified in any way, but something I don't really like talking about in these types of reviews is the software. The reason I don't like talking about the software is that it can change at the drop of a hat, and that immediately invalidates my review. So just know that Audeze has software, or has a software manager for the Mobius and Penrose that offer a ton of customization and sound profiles for you to customize your listening experience because, again, sound is subjective. So the microphone quality on the Mobius is really good, as it should be for a $400 gaming headset. I prefer the microphone quality on these over any of the headsets that I've used in the past. I would have no problem recommending the Mobius as a headset that you could use strictly as a gaming and streaming headset because of the microphone quality. You can hear it here now. Then again, you have to be the judge here, as I've been recording this segment using the Mobius microphone so that you can provide your feedback and make a judgment for yourself. One thing you have to be careful of, though, is that this can become that heavy breathing type of thing if you have it too close and you're like, that guy that's like. The good thing is that the foam does a really good job at like deterring that, but I mean, if you have it right here in your nose, then that's a problem. I'll take off the foam insert or the foam cover here so you can hear if that does anything to the microphone quality and kind of record a segment for you to kind of analyze for yourself. But in my opinion, I really like this microphone, but you have to be careful for that. And with the side tone and stuff that's built into these, that will help you kind of gauge for that because you can hear yourself breathing. Drop me a comment down below on what you think of the quality of this microphone and, give me your thoughts. Well, here I am at the end of my 6-month-ish review of the Mobius, and I'm ready to offer a pretty confident recommendation to you. Would I buy these at full price? Honestly, no, because $400 is a huge ask of someone for a headset that is missing the mark in some key areas from my perspective and in my opinion. It is kind of a bummer that they require battery power to use them in pure wired analog mode, and I think you should just be able to plug these in and not turn them on and have them run and give you decent amount of sound. Now, do I expect full 100 millimeter planar drivers to be powering 3D audio when I do that? No, but I would like that they deliver somewhat of an alternative when you don't have battery. One thing that is a big problem for me is that there's no direct Bluetooth availability with these headphones and the PlayStation 5. And finally, it's plastic build. Not that I'm questioning it, it's plastic, and you're asking $400 for a headset. I would expect like the hinges to be metal, but they're not. So that's something you're gonna wanna keep in mind. And those are some really big downers that are stacked against it at this price point. Am I being too nitpicky and like dismissive of some things on this headphone? I probably am, but I think I should be because these are a $400 headset. Now, if these were $100 to $150 less, then these are an insta-buy because the sound on these is head and shoulders above any gaming headset that I've ever used. Like, the sound on these is absolutely positively phenomenal. And you can use them in a bunch of different use cases because of the sound profiles that are available to you and the sound delivery that is built into this headset. Now, dropping the price point $100 to $150, that's where the Penrose comes into play. Before I close, I must disclose Audeze was kind enough to send the Mobius out to me for testing and review, and without them, this video would not have been possible. If you're interested in pricing and availability, I will be linking that in the description of this video. Full disclosure, those are my affiliate links, so any purchases through those help support content creation here on this channel, and it gives me the capability and ability to continue to make reviews like this for you. Well, that about does it for me in this one. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, you know what to do. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I am Tomas, and I will catch you in the next one.